I understood IP and intellectual property from the gate, and I think that's a little bit of the hustler in me, but that's also a little bit of the artist and probably the stand-up comedian in me, knowing that I gotta write my own material, I gotta produce my, like, I was never really a dude that could, I didn't get stuff off of auditions. Like, I tried to go through the process, and I'm a decent actor and I can get it, but I felt like I always had more to offer, and I would get in those rooms and it just wouldn't, but I'd be like, you know what, that's not for me. Like, that's, to me, a lot of the audition process, and love to everybody who is successful in that space, but I always saw that as like, that's like the worker ant mentality, you know what I mean? But now, especially when you see, the brilliant minds of like the Issa Raes, and when you see amazing shows like Abbott Elementary, and like these are people who started off as creators, and you've seen them online first, you saw them do it, and then all of a sudden, the new model is they did it themselves.
Proof of concept.
Yeah, and then the networks and the platforms came running to them. So, and it's funny because I've been preaching that to people for years, like, forget going and pitching, what's my next big IP like that? What's my next show? What's my next Masked Singer? So even when I went into the deal, when I left NBC and went to Fox, they would come in and pitch all different type of stuff, and I'm like, I want the next big thing. I got to figure it out, and I had to have the insight and the understanding, and I chose the Masked Singer, and still the #1 show on television in that space. So it's like, obviously I ain't gonna act like I'm this wizard when it comes to, but there's definitely some alignment that has to go along with the process, but it's also about, sticking your neck out and saying, I'm gonna take this chance.
So that's your
Now my goal is like, all right, how do I create an original idea in that sense that has that same level of success? And that's where my deals are set up now, to where like that's the goal, to come up with that next Masked Singer, that incredible, and I own 100%.
So in a sense, Wild 'N Out really is the $1 billion business.
Exactly.